Okay, so I'm in Bangalore, and the only two things everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about maybe losing their jobs, and everybody's talking about Chatgpt. These are the two topics I think in every conversation I've had in the last 2 days has just been about that, and uh, and you can see the panic, you can see the hope, both actually simultaneously existing. And what I really just want to say to all these young people I'm meeting who are fearing all of this, whether it's technological advancement or losing a job, is one thing we've realized as people who start young companies, especially in a city like Bangalore where there are so many startups, typically the team which starts an organization or which starts the idea doesn't finish it. Startup teams, especially in the first 18 months, would change drastically. I mean, what you started with is not what you'll end up with. ये ना लिख लेना चाहिए, because the energy that needs to build something versus the energy that takes to keep something going are two different kinds of energies. And उसमें बहुत conflict आ सकता है because you will be shifting on a very massive scale. Both layoffs, which essentially is saying that okay, we recognize we're now in an economic environment which cannot actually have hidden unemployment or whatever, and we need massively skilled people. And ChatGPT on the side, which is saying okay, you could be really highly skilled, but you need to be more. And it's really not about losing. Uh, it's not like AI will lead to jobs for blue collared and white collared people. It'll actually maybe first either enhance your skills as a very highly skilled individual in your sphere, or uh, it would make you redundant. So I think this time around, technological advancement is not about the factory floor. It's actually about uh, maybe people in the highest realm. I mean, either they accept that there is additional brain or multiple brains to work with, or processing is something that we will never ever use our brains for anymore. Machine will do it, or we fear it and say, okay, AI आ गया या इसके कारण मेरी team fire हो गई या whatever, right? So I mean that's a perspective. It doesn't really matter. I mean ultimately it's just mental models, right? But the environment is very interesting for two reasons. One is the fear is palpable, but at the same time the hope is, and I'm betting on the hope. I have always seen some of the best ideas, some of the best companies, some of the best people come out of a recession, come out of a downturn, come out of the worst situations. I mean, if somebody's put to a wall, I mean, I've seen people just create miracles. And first 18 months of any organizations are tough. So if you're a startup, and I'm including myself and what I'm doing currently to be that. If you're a startup, be kind to yourself and be okay with the change. And it could be drastic, and that's absolutely okay. Don't put too much emotion on it. Don't take it too personally. It's really not about you. It's just sometimes alignment requires not just you. You are a very tiny part of alignment. I mean, as long as we realize that we're a tiny speck in the universe, or even if it's our own creation as a startup. So yeah, let's just change perspective on this. And yeah, if you know somebody who's losing a job, let's find ways to hire these people. I mean, if people are losing jobs, we can also create new opportunities, right? So if you're founders, startup founders, if you have the skill, if you have the willingness, and if you have the intent, for every one person who's losing a job, let's find a way to hiring them, skilling them, whatever it takes, and let's be in this together. Hats off to Bangalore. I love the spirit, but let's rise from here.